Wolf Zoids. So, I believe there are 6 species of Wolf Zoid. The first Wolf Zoid is really an iconic staple in the Zoids franchise, the Command Wolf. Command Wolf is really just one of the faces of Zoids. If somebody says the word Zoid to you, Command Wolf is one of the first things you think of. He's classic, he's old school, he's been around quite a long time, but he's just a really fun Zoid. I like to think of Command Wolf as like those old Toyota pickup trucks. It might be a bit outdated by today's standards, but it's sturdy, it's reliable, it's super cheap to fix, customized, you can use it for a variety of purposes. The Command Wolf has appeared in a lot of different Zoids media over the years, including the first 4 Zoids animes. It's also had quite a few famous pilots, including our boy in the top left here, Tommy Paris from the Zoids original battle story and Zoids battle card game, everybody's favorite murder hobo Irvine from Zoids Chaotic Century, Dan Flyheight here in the middle, father of the infamous Van Flyheight, our lovable gun for hire from the second anime, Brad Hunter, and Helmet Titan from Zoids Fusers. The first Command Wolf was sold in 1987 under Tomy. It is a wind-up, snap-together model kit with white armor and a whiskey brown canopy color. In 1988, the Command Wolf was sold in the UK under the Super 1000 Zoids line, this time given the name Tsar Wolf. Kind of sounds like Star Wolf from Star Fox. I don't believe there were any differences in color from this thing from the original release. Back in Japan, Command Wolf would get another release in 1988, this time the Command Wolf Mark II. This one sports a blue interior frame, white armor, and gold weapons. Command Wolf would get 3 releases as part of the 1999 or the NJR era of Zoids. The first release is back to its original color scheme, although this time with an orange canopy rather than the whiskey brown. The second release was the Command Wolf Irvine Special, or the Command Wolf LC for Long Range Cannon, which ties into the first anime, Zoids Chaotic Century. And a blue version called the Command Wolf AC, or Attack Custom, this time sporting the CP04 double-barreled gun on its back, which is what Brad was using in the second anime. Command Wolf's next release would be on the tail end of the year 2000, coupled with the Game Boy Color game Evil God Revived, Genobreaker Story. There are 2 versions of this game which both contain a special edition Command Wolf. A red Imperial version sporting a new green canopy as well as Gylos Imperial decals, and a midnight blue version. And just for extra confusion, the red version of the Command Wolf comes in the blue box, and the blue version of Command Wolf comes in the gray box. Command Wolf's next release would be in the early 2000s under Hasbro, although it seemed to be very similar if not identical to the Command Wolf AC. Command Wolf would get 2 releases under the Zoids Fusers line in the mid-2000s. The first one, Command Wolf AC, is a slightly different shade of blue, I believe, than the usual Command Wolf AC, and it sports a new decal sheet to reflect its connection to the Zoids Fusers anime. The second version is called Command Striker. This is because it is a fusion between Command Wolf and a lion-type block Zoid called Leo Striker. So basically this version is 2 Zoids in 1. That's pretty cool. Command Wolf's next release will be a special Holotech version, meaning sporting these beautiful translucent pieces. This thing's pretty. Command Wolf would also get a release under the Genesis line, this time sporting a more desert paint scheme and the long-range cannon from the Irvine version. Command Wolf was also one of the few Zoids to get a 1/52 scale toy from Hasbro. While it's not a model kit, it is, as you can see, almost twice as big as a usual Command Wolf and features lights and sounds. Now on to 2007 and a completely different company entirely, Kotobukiya. Kotobukiya is the company responsible for the HMM line of Zoids. These are high-end master model Zoids. Unlike Takara Tomi's motorized kits, these are more like master grade or occasionally perfect grade Gundams. As you can see, while the Kotobukiya kits do lack the motors that Zoids are most known for, these things are just packed with detail and posability and just look fantastic. And so far, Kotobukiya has released 7 different kinds of HMM Command Wolf, including Irvine's Command Wolf, Brad's Command Wolf, and the Imperial Red version. In 2013, Kotobukiya would release another type of Command Wolf, this time a special version called the D-Style Command Wolf. The D-Style line of Zoids is essentially a short-lived SD chibi style of Zoid made by Kotobukiya. They are still snap-together model kits, but they're tiny and adorable, and look how cute he is. And finally, in 2013, Takara Tomy released a special edition Command Wolf under the Zoids original line, this time the Command Wolf RGC, or Railgun Custom. This time in a really cool green color and sporting a brand new, never-before-seen railgun attachment. Along with a few other goodies like the long-range cannon and a new armored visor. Okay, I think that covers Command Wolf. Now, onto the second species of Wolf Zoid, the RZ053 Konig Wolf. It's technically pronounced Konig Wolf. You're supposed to get real throaty in German with it. The Konig Wolf is equipped with chaff pods on its butt and advanced optics in its flip-down goggles. It was also designed using stolen technology from the Liger Zero prototype that was stolen by our boy Ray Gregg here. And Konig Wolves were frequently escort Zoids for Mad Thunder. Using their advanced optics, they could keep tabs on stealth Zoids like Liger Zero X. Konig Wolf has so far only appeared in 2 of the Zoids animes. In Zoids Fusers, it was piloted by Amy, and in Zoids Genesis, a Konig Wolf was piloted by Dan Bull, a crazy old lady. Konig Wolf has also appeared in a few different Zoids comics, though, including a special webcomic, which is what the top of the screen is. Konig Wolf first was sold in the early 2000s by Takara Tomy. It is a snap-together motorized model kit, although this time it's battery-operated, unlike Command Wolf, which was wind-up. Konig Wolf would also get a release as part of the Build, Mobilize, Customize line, which was distributed by Hasbro in North America. I don't think this version was actually any different than the original version, but for some reason on these boxes, the chaff pods are pointed forwards instead of backwards. I think whoever was making the box thought that they were guns and not chaff pods. Although, in fairness, chaff pods are really kind of just angry confetti, so you could point-blank somebody with a chaff pod and use it as a weapon if you wanted to. In 2002, a special chrome version of Konig Wolf was made to promote Zoids 2 for the PlayStation. These things are pretty rare, but I think I saw one come up for auction not too long ago. Can't recall who won it. The next version of Konig Wolf was called Heavy Arms Konig Wolf. This time it came in a beautiful blue color and some new equipment, including the CP-22 dual sniper rifle and the CP-23 missile boxes. This version also included a special DVD which had the webcomic on it, which is where these 2 characters are from. Konig Wolf also had a release as part of the 2004 Fusers line, this time called Konig Wolf Mark II. It's got an interesting orange, red, and green paint job, but it still does include the equipment from the Heavy Arms Konig Wolf. In 2004, a very strange version of Konig Wolf popped up at Wonder Festival, seeming to showcase that Konig Wolf may have been designed with CAS in mind. It had this special armor, which has been dubbed Silver Fang, and according to the instruction down below it, it seems like it was supposed to have some swappable equipment. This kit is extremely rare, as most Wonder Festival kits tend to be, but it is really cool. The Silver Fang armor has been remade by fans and used for customs, including me, which is what my custom Konig Wolf here is, and I call her Twilight Fang. And lastly, in 2023, Kotobukiya released 2 different versions of their HMM version of Konig Wolf. The first version was the basic white Konig Wolf equipped with the optic goggles and chaff pods. And the second version is the Heavy Arms Konig Wolf. This includes not only the dual sniper rifle and missile pods included with the original Heavy Arms, but also includes the option to include the double cockpit version that was shown off in the webcomic that we mentioned earlier. I was actually really impressed that Kotobukiya even realized that this existed, let alone included it in one of their kits. That's pretty cool. Phew, 2 down. The next species of Wolf Zoid is called Witz Wolf, which I unfortunately don't have yet. While Witz Wolf has appeared in the Zoids original battle story as part of the 3 Tigers story, it unfortunately hasn't been in any animes yet. But it did receive a model kit in the mid-2000s, and it's frequently seen with its fuser partner, Savinga, a squirrel-type Zoid, and when the 2 are fused together, it forms a Zoid known as Witz Tiger. I'm not sure exactly how you get Tiger by adding Wolf and Squirrel, but you know what, it's fine. There was also a contest prize version of Witz Wolf called Red Witz Wolf. It is a new red imperial kind of paint scheme going on, and it usually comes packaged with a similarly colored Savinga. And lastly, there was another version of Witz Wolf called Res Wolf. This one was again red and paired with a similarly colored Savinga, but this time with some slightly different colors and some unique sword and sheath parts. The next species of Wolf Zoid is called Sword Wolf. Sword Wolf is very similar to Witz Wolf, but is generally considered its own species of Zoid, and so far it's only appeared in one anime, Zoids Genesis, where it was piloted by Rakan. Sword Wolf's only full-scale model kit was released in 2005 by Takara Tomy. As you can see, mine was incomplete. Normally it has 2 swords. And now the 5th species of Wolf Zoid, Gravity Wolf. There isn't too much to say about Gravity Wolf. He wasn't part of the Zoids original battle story, so he doesn't really have that much lore, although he did have a minor role in Zoids Fusers and has a bonkers top speed of Mach 1. Gravity Wolf only had 2 releases, both in the mid-2000s. The first one is part of the Zoids Build, Mobilize, Customize line, and the other is part of the Zoids Fusers line. Aside from some slight color differences, they seem to be identical. Oh, and unlike most motorized Zoids, Gravity Wolf has a ripcord, kind of like a Beyblade. Unfortunately, mine was used, so I don't have the ripcord. And finally, the last species of Wolf Zoid, Hunter Wolf. Hunter Wolf is actually a wild Zoid that has appeared in the 5th and 6th Zoids animes, Zoids Wild and Zoids Wild Zero. In the 5th Zoids anime, Hunter Wolf will be partnered with a strange feral boy named Salt. Most characters in the 5th anime have food-based names, kind of like Dragon Ball. As it is a wild Zoid, that means it has a wild blast, which is like a special attack, kind of like the old Great Up Zoids had. In the case of Hunter Wolf, it actually has 2 gears. First gear, a sonic booster, and second gear, a sonic cannon. This blue version will be given 2 releases, the first by Takara Tomy and the second by Hasbro, who renamed it Alpha Shadow for some reason. In the 6th Zoids anime, we saw a special version of Hunter Wolf called Hunter Wolf Kai. It was piloted by Victor Spiegel here. It only had 1 release under the Zoids Wild Biographies line. This version comes with new guns, new blades, new paint job, all those bells and whistles. And lastly, there's going to be a special edition of Hunter Wolf, which is a collaboration with Pat Labor, the Mobile Police. I did it. Woo!